The functions and philosophical importance of art. Introduction. One of the fields of philosophy that deals with the study of beauty is aesthetics. But art does not end with the output but starts with the artist. Philosophical questions about the expressions of art. Hence, this lesson will lead us to the different functions and importance of the philosophical questions surrounding art. Learning objectives. At the end of this lesson, the student should be able to understand the different functions of art, discuss the functions of arts in depth, and criticize philosophically a work of art. The functions of art. What do you mean by the term function? According to the online etymology dictionary, the term function comes from the Latin word functio, meaning a performance or an execution. Human experiences have been deepened because of these functions. The individual function. The focus of artists is to express themselves out of passion. Passion is a desire that provides the artist with an opportunity to reflect, contemplate, or introspect, rather than do art without forms and ideas. In other words, showing the absurdity of things to the world is not the primary task of an artist. The social function. Art is shared by individuals in a society. That is, social consciousness. Art is a collective self-awareness, and a collective experience that is shared in society. Art and society are inseparable. In other words, art has a greater influence on society, precisely because of the different opinions of different individuals, the teaching of values in every society, and the experiences throughout history. Thus, art affects the fundamental aspects of society. For example, choral singing, art exhibits, etc. The cultural and historical function. Art preserves and transmits the cultural heritage of a place and its period of existence. It transfers values and thoughts from generations to generations through communications that preserve history. For example, old churches that were built during the Spanish era. The economic function. The vital source of the economic life of the people that emerge from society is that it promotes both culture and traditions, turning them into crafts, tourism, and cultural spots. For example, agriculture, churches, museums, collection of artifacts, and resorts, etc. The political function. According to Van Gogh, this particular art that functions politically always carries a social function. For example, during the election period, politicians use art in making posters, flyers, and other political paraphernalia for their political campaigns. However, without the support of society, these art samples will not be realized. The physical function. Arts and design, such as architectural constructions, interior designs, graphic designs, etc., are examples of physical functions of art that need to be realized. The actualization of art can be seen through its finality, that is, its physical output. The aesthetic function. Artworks are products of beauty, and this is their primary goal. Every individual aims to achieve beauty in such a way that their desire for meaningful decorations and elegant interior designs is served to its best. Thus, because of the different functions of art and their contributions to history, it seems that the definition, purpose, importance, and reasons for the existence of art satisfy man's need for expression. The philosophical importance of art. The very purpose of art is to enhance our creativity. The term creativity comes from the Latin word creo, meaning to create or make. To create means to make something out of nothing. This is only attributed to God. Creativity is the totality of art in which beauty is the aim. In other words, to aim for beauty, one must rely on how an artist critically understands his or her work. Hence, creativity is the process of imagination, or a product of intensive experience, in which an artist needs to express his or her ideas. According to Eric Wall, the purpose of art is not to produce a product, but to produce thinking. In other words, making is different from doing. The art of making something provides artists with an enormous means of intellectual approach, while doing so is a response according to the acts that need to be expressed. Logically speaking, when an artist is thinking, he or she relies on what is factual, rather than what is not real. In other words, imagination must be realized to provide logic, the art of critical thinking. In order to answer those questions, philosophers try to put them into an archaeology of thoughts, that is, the hows and whys of art. Hence, critical understanding of art is important. According to Britannica.com, there are two conceptual foundations for the critic. First, examining the basic concepts that underlie the activities of critics, and enable them to speak and write more intelligibly about the arts. Secondly, arriving at true conclusions about art, aesthetic value, expression, and the other concepts that critics employ. Thus, the task of the philosopher is not to intensify the critic, but to answer the questions concerning the how and why of art. The functions and philosophical importance of art.